Today I want us to talk about hosting, and this is one of those areas that most developers are really getting wrong. But at Karibu Hub, we are getting it a bit better. Here's what you have to know. If you have a serious product, tafadhali avoid the shared hosting services. You'd find so many hosting providers in Kenya. I would prefer to avoid them for some reasons, best known to myself. But here's what I'll tell you. Explore Google Cloud, Amazon AWS, although AWS is a bit expensive, so I would go for Google Cloud, especially for any serious product that you might have. Let me tell you something. When you're building a real product, unatengenezea mtu software yenye unajua it's going to serve a lot of users, but you're not sure of how many users. Perhaps 10,000, perhaps 20,000, perhaps 30,000. What you do in that case, you have to go for professional cloud providers like Google or Amazon, where you can set up load balancers, auto scaling, everything over there. Rather than go for fixed providers when you're compare maybe 4 GB of RAM and maybe 1 TB of storage. That looks good and it's you have predictable costs. But remember, at the end of the day, you don't want your site to shoot up with 1 million users and now you cannot sustain them. Your site has crashed. I'm speaking from experience, by the way. I've done it in the past whereby we've deployed an application to one of these VPS provided by some popular hosting providers, and what happened? The database crashed when the users got to 20,000. Can you imagine? And what happened is that now everywhere kulikuwa na writings they're saying so and so's website is not even working vizuri. At the same time, it was also an app on Play Store and App Store. So what ended up happening is that now once Google is so keen to seeing how your app is performing and what users are saying. So when users start submitting negative reviews about your application, about your website, immediately they start being conservative a bit about pushing your website to get more users. So you might end up losing on users actually if you choose the wrong cloud provider. I still recommend Google and AWS. If you are a bit careful about your cost, I'd go for Google Cloud provider.